I'm Emily Styles.
And I'm Harrison Styles, and we're Styles Realty.
You're a third generation mortgage originator, third generation in your family.
Yeah.
You've come from a family of that, but you've always kind of had a pull towards real estate.
Yeah, that's true. I wanted to get into real estate out of college. You know, I took the job at a bank and did mortgages for 4.5 years. Was rookie of the year my first year in it during the refinance boom. And so I learned a ton during that time. And then, you know, really saw Emily doing real estate, meeting a lot of people face to face and creating all these relationships. And it just made me want to try that. So,
and one thing in my business that is something a lot of our clients are always asking, and I would kind of reach out to Harrison and ask him to assist even when he was in the lending side, because a lot of times clients have questions mainly about financials and all of that stuff that goes along with it. That's a big part of the home buying process. So bringing his experience over to this side has really been a huge help and benefit to all of our clients, because he has different insights of first-time homebuyer products, or even what the process to build looks like if people are kind of considering if they want to do that option. So it's really valuable in that aspect. For me, it was a huge, value to my business. It's something that I could share with my clients too. So I started real estate about 5 years ago, and really started in a time when it was, crazy market, working nonstop. Harrison at the time was in the mortgage industry and like crazy as well.
oh yeah, late nights for sure.
Yes.
I was in mortgage for about 4.5 years. Loved that, experience and everything that goes with that. It was like drinking water through a fire hose, trying to learn that business, and, very comfortable with that. But I saw Emily, succeeding in real estate, and I wanted to, help be a part of that and do something as a family.
We really weren't planning on starting a team at all. It just kind of organically happened. One of the girls on the team met with us and talked with us and was like, I'm going to be on the team. We weren't at the time thinking that way. But then after we talked about it, prayed about it, we felt like, okay, we can do this, especially together. So it just kind of organically happened. It's something that we kind of had thought about in the future. So it's been a huge blessing. And this year, with us having our second child too, and there's been times when we were having him in the hospital, we were able to call on our team and ask for help with showings, and that was the craziest, probably the craziest month ever.
Emily would be in bed texting clients, and I'd be in the bathroom on the phone
at the hospital,
just negotiating.
It was crazy. I remember we had 2 due diligence periods ending the day after we were going to the hospital, and I was like, but we did it.
Yeah,
it was great, and everyone knew what was going on. It was, so it was great, and it's been a blessing being in this together.
And I would definitely say Century 21 results, having the team around you to be able to marketing, whatever it may be, questions, help you more than anywhere I've been in the past to succeed. So
yeah, definitely.
Having our child this year, definitely we were worried to be able to continue to grow our business and just succeed.
Anytime you have a change like that, especially a change to your business that's going to kind of, be an impact, it's always something you're concerned about, but it was a lot better than we could have imagined, because we do have a village of family and friends that support us, and that's a huge thing for us. Is our support system is the reason that we are able to be successful in what we do and help other families buy and sell, because we have that network, the family that supports us, and then we also have the brokerage that supports us like a family too, and treats us like a family, and is always there for us too when we need something. So that's been great for our business.
Definitely.
Yeah.
2 kids, you kind of have to make sure they get fed. So you're just doing what it takes to get it done. I mean, sometimes Emily would go show a house and I would watch the kids. Sometimes I would be showing houses or doing listing appointments, and Emily would be watching the kids or our parents, whatever needed to happen to get it done. I don't think there was ever a time we ever turned anyone down.
Definitely. Yeah. And I feel like even with adding our child new Stetson to the mix, our business almost expanded from that.
There could be a lot of people that kind of relate to us and having young kids, and obviously a lot of our friends are having kids just like us, and so it's relatable to be.
Yeah, like last night we had a call. They said, can you call after 9:30 after you guys put your kids to bed and we put ours to bed? And I was like, sure. Stuff like that. Kind of, you just kind of accommodate the situation, whether in our clients, what their lifestyle's like, and they also kind of accommodate for us too. Definitely, helps everybody and helps us all have a win for that.
I would say for me, it was like taking the leap of faith to go into real estate. One of my best and worst traits is I'm so loyal that I wouldn't leave something. I would have stayed and done mortgages for 30 years even if I wasn't the happiest. But this has been the greatest move I've ever made, and I just couldn't be happier.
Yeah, being a team together is awesome. We were fortunate enough last year to finish 8th in our brokerage and 9th in the state, which really speaks also to our brokerage because so many great agents at our office and so many great teams at our office. We were really excited about that. And for Styles Realty Group, we ended up in August making the boards at our office as well. And that was a big deal for us just because we're such a small team in a big office. And that was something that we knew may not be, something we could achieve. And we were able to do that. So that was really exciting. It was a very busy month too. It was between all the nesting projects and toddler chaos and closing deals. And we were really excited to see Styles Realty Group up there on the boards for our team.
I would say you just can't be scared to take that leap of faith and go after something that you want to try to achieve. It's just something you take head on, and you can't go halfway. You gotta go full throttle and just kind of just let it happen.
You got to stay flexible and keep an open mind. You want to be there fully present for your clients, and you also want to be there fully present for your family too. And it's just about finding that balance between the two and leaning on your network too to support you through that is important. You can do it. So don't be afraid.